Oh, yeah, okay,
Okay, looks like we're good. Call meeting to order. Roll call. In attendance tonight is Ron Winiger, Gary Clemick, Brian Filzen, Keith Roloff, Counselor Larry Mack, and Mayor Kathleen Backer, and myself, John Vorwerk. Okay, approval of the minutes. Has everybody kind of checked out the minutes that came with the package?
I did, and I'll offer a motion to approve as presented.
I will second that.
We have a motion and approval. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. It passes. Financial report. Not much changed in that one. Anybody want to make a motion to accept the financials?
I'll make a motion to accept the financial report.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
There's a motion made and seconded to accept the financial report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. That motion carries. Okay, now the cultural exchange. As most of you know, they did have a meeting, an interview with the two candidates. And that was, when was that, last Monday? Or Tuesday? Tuesday. And I'll let those guys, the committee guys, tell you what all happened at the meeting.
Well, Gary was here too also.
Yeah.
So, and John and myself, but we had two wonderful interviews and actually a really challenging to try to pick a candidate, out of the two. And I don't know how the other members feel about it, Gary or John, and even the mayor was here present and Keith was, but felt that Bridget Rothwell did an excellent job as the star more. She's going to be graduating college in degree in law. This might be her opportunity to go. The other one is just starting college, and Anna, and also an excellent candidate, but just the other one being a little bit more, maybe more mature and more ready for this experience. That was just my view on it. I don't know what.
Well, she was an employee of mine at one time, and I think she'd be a great candidate.
Yeah, she said she worked for K&G.
She admitted that, huh? I'm surprised. But
Well, we do too, but we didn't hold it against
but no,
her.
I think Bridget would be an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Did any of you see the note that she sent?
Yes, she sent a thank you note.
She sent a thank you note, and it was along with the package that we got. Pretty impressive. I mean, even that part of it, let alone what she actually did with the interviews. I did a lot of interviews out at 3M, for people going to different jobs and stuff. And generally, if you have a couple in it, there's always one that really stands out, and these were both very good. But she was the better of the two.
I think the other one will have it. Anna will, in time. Encourage her to still apply in the future. But and she has past hosted with her family, and she's got a strong tie to with a former exchange student and has traveled over there also. Both of them had equivalent of high school German, and then Bridget had a semester in college of German also, and she's got an interest in in law or government type job opportunities. So if they could find something very strong, I felt.
Well, I think it's refreshing too to have somebody locally.
Yes.
Well, they're both pretty much locals.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had
Yeah.
a stretch here the last.
Yeah.
Correct.
is she a daughter of Lisa
Yes.
up in the office?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta narrow that down. That office is all Lisa's.
Always, yeah.
You walk in, you say Lisa, they both answer. Yeah.
Lisa's.
yeah, very outgoing and, I mean,
Yeah,
just
so-
well-rounded, I
And
think.
apparently of sound judgment, because for a while she was thinking of going into broadcasting. Now she's going into law, so
Yeah, cool. Boy, maybe that
she's,
working with
she
you
got some
did it?
brains when she went off to college,
Yeah.
so, yes.
Maybe that working with you did that part? I don't know.
Well, I'm sure we steered her clear of a broadcasting career, but I think she's an excellent choice.
Well, do we want to make a formal, decree that that's who we want and then vote on it? Anybody want to put her name out there? Gary? You want to nominate her?
Oh, I nominate Lisa Rothwald for the Sister Cities.
Bridget?
Bridget.
Not
Her daughter,
mom.
her daughter.
See, I don't written down in front of me, I'm not,
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion, a second, to send Bridget as our representative. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. I will get a hold of the other Lisa. I'll get a hold of her probably tomorrow, and we'll get the letter sent out. And we are gonna word the letter to the other person that we would strongly encourage her to apply next year, or reapply, so. All right, we got that part done. Okay, now we got some old business. The language camp, we got there was a letter that came through, I think it was like a copy from 2013. Unfortunately, he's not here today. So I don't know.
Was Steve Volza taking that on?
Yeah, he was kind of
He was
heading it because.
with Calpine, he was talking with.
Mhm. Yeah, because she's
Willing
she
to
a
do it.
teacher or professor or something up at the college, and he was dealing with her as far as being the one that would be the leader of it and actually do the teaching. And like I said, he's going to be gone now the next 2 months. So
Maybe he could give us a email correspondence or something, or an update,
Yeah.
or maybe we could encourage this this other individual to come to the next meeting,
yeah, maybe have her
So we
come to the
don't-
meeting.
so we don't miss another month,
Yeah, I don't want to go too far into getting towards spring because
because
once the kids are out of school, we'd like to grab it long before they get there, so we get them to
because otherwise we're
sign-ups.
into April, and then we got to plan it. So if we can get, perhaps,
Okay.
maybe Steve would be willing to get her a contact to us, or somehow attend the next meeting and as
Yeah.
a discussion item. That's just my out loud thoughts.
Could, yeah, get a hold of him, find out what the deal is. So I'll get a hold of Steve. Okay, the travel tour. Who's covering that?
I'm on that committee with Steve and Dick,
Okay.
and neither of them are here to
Yeah,
present,
they're both
so,
gone.
as far as I know, I think there was right around 24, or maybe Gary's
last
got
I
a-
saw Joe had said we had 29.
Okay,
So
Yeah, I
he
thought he was
he
getting
considered
close to
it
that
full.
30.
so
Yeah.
the tour is full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
good. Okay, that's good. 'Cause I know there was a deadline that was coming up here at the end of this last month or whatever to get deposited into for the seats, so the trip's a go.
That's great news. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the recognition committee. And unfortunately, we kind of goofed that up a little bit. We had planned it, as most of you know, we were planning on the other couple from Germany and recognizing them for their help all the time with this exchange program. We can't do that. The wording in that for that recognition is to be a local group or individual or a couple. So we need to come up with somebody from the local area that does that, so. Okay, can you hear it now? What, you will? So, we're gonna have to come up with somebody else, and Lisa said normally that's supposed to be done in January. So obviously, we're already a little late, but does anybody have any organizations, groups, people that they would like to, kind of nominate for this award? I can see you're ready to go. You got somebody in your,
I'm just curious if that should be referred to the the recognition committee to seek that input.
I think so.
Rather
I
than
think
us
we-
taking it up here.
Yeah, I just hate to do it. We're gonna push it off another month, but I guess it's better to be,
Well, I mean, it's always done in January. It's not the end of the world if we're gonna do it a little later. I mean, it's this idea we
Right.
recognize them, so I don't know that that's,
yeah, I think the big thing with that Lisa had said is if we do it in January, at least you know what year it's from. But I would think even if we did it
I
in March,
mean,
we'd know what
we're-
year
We're
it
not
was.
ready right now, so I mean, we're gonna do
Yeah.
it maybe in March, I suppose.
Well,
Maybe
at one time we
probably-
had kind of a partial list, but once we thought of these people from Germany, we kind of forgot about everything
Yeah.
else. So we probably need to get the group back together again. I've got that list at home who's on it, the committee, but
I think it's right on here. It's John and me and, who else is on there? Are we on that committee?
Is it
Marty.
Candy?
Okay, yeah.
And Ron, yeah.
Yeah, well, Candy's gone, so,
Is, Keith, is it possible that that recognition committee could look at amending their, how they recognize that, or at least bring it in discussion and bring
I-
their view back to the commission?
that's what I thought of when she told me that. I said, well, why are we handcuffing ourselves to, there's people around that do a lot of work or do a lot of stuff for the organization too. So that might be something we can come back with. Maybe not be able to change it for this year, but change it for next year if we, or since we're gonna be waiting another month anyway, maybe we can get it changed with a vote on the committee wants to go that route and the board approves it.
Is there like some bylaws? or
I'm gonna
something
have
the
to ask Lisa
organization,
where that's
or-
written
or-
down.
or
I've gotta
how-
talk to her tomorrow anyway, so,
Just kind of maybe if we can get some history as commissioners to know the history or the background of it, or how that was established, or,
yeah.
or.
It's in writing somewhere, cause she copied actually where it was listed, and I don't know exactly where she copied it from, but I'll find out.
Or maybe it could be amended, that
Mm-hmm.
we broaden our horizons a little bit on it.
Yeah. I think we should at least check into it and get back to well, Brian, you're on this, and John, you're on it? Yes. And I think I was originally, but are you on it now?
I think so.
I think you are now.
Yep.
So if the three of you get a date, a date and time, you can probably come in here and do it if you want, or you can go anywhere you want and have the meeting. Just let me know, and I'll come along and just
See, it's
get in the way,
Me and John and who else?
And me.
and him.
Well, and then Carol and Marty, and maybe she could do it via phone
Oh,
or
she could
Zoom or something.
yeah.
Yes,
Zoom or phone,
Yeah.
depending on her leisure schedule down there.
yes.
Get her off the golf course or wherever she was at, yeah. Okay, so if you guys get together, to get a date, well, kind of like we did for the interviews, get a date, we'll just come down and we can sit down and talk about it and get her involved in it and go from there. And I'll talk to Lisa and find out what we can and can't do there. Maybe it's written in stone or something, I don't know. All right, we already paid Brian his salary. It must've been for the year, $413 for advertising.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, the next thing is the brat stand.
Well, do we have to,
You need to-
we need a motion on that to pay it?
Oh, we need a motion, okay. I thought she already did.
No, we need,
Oh, okay,
we got the.
I need a
bill.
motion to pay Kane J for advertising in the sum of $413.55.
I will offer motion for that.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Broad stand fundraiser. I stopped out there at Cashwise, and it's unbelievable. May's full. There's 5 days in June that, well, when I was out there a week ago, there's 5 days in June. July was pretty much open and August was completely open. Last year we did one day. We were scheduled, at one time we were scheduled to do two,
But we didn't have it in the motion.
but we didn't have that in the motion, so we stuck with the one day. If we want two, I can get 2 days. If they just want one, I'll try to find probably a Thursday or Friday. They seem to be the better days.
I would do like Wednesday or Thursday during the week. I think you have an easier time finding people to do it too.
During the Wednesday and
I think,
Thursday?
Don't you guys? I mean,
I came after work, or one day I left work early and I got up there by 2 o'clock and worked from 2 to 4:30.
but I mean, I think you're better on a weekday doing it. I mean, for getting people.
Yeah, weekends are tough.
Yeah.
So do we want to do 2 days? If we need 2 days, then we need a motion to go to 2 days. Well, we need a motion regardless, but do we want to do 2 days and do we want to do them consecutive? Or do you want to spread it out? Like one month,
One.
one,
Some opening in June and August is wide open.
June, there's only 5 days. July, there's quite a few. If we want to stay in the weekend in July, probably that 15th, 16th,
When is
18th.
our intern coming?
I don't know that we've got a date yet.
I have not heard.
'Cause in the past, it's nice to have the intern,
Yeah, it'd be nice to have them there one day. That's why it would be nice to know that.
but
I think it would be nice to not have it 2 consecutive days. I mean, I'd be willing to do 2 days, but not consecutively.
I agree.
Personally?
I think, yeah, I agree with Kathleen.
Do we want to do like 2 Wednesdays, like maybe a month apart?
sure.
Sounds
One
good.
in July and try to do one in August?
And we're trying to make sure that we have our intern here for one of them.
Yeah, I'll try to see what Lisa's
Because
got
that,
to say.
I mean, that adds a lot, I think.
Yep.
That-
You haven't heard anything about when that intern's supposed to be coming, have you?
I haven't heard anything.
Well, I know ours was supposed to be going out in early spring, wasn't it?
I don't recall.
I don't.
I don't either, no. But, yeah, I'll try to find out and I'll try to line that up, and then I'll go out and get that signed up right away. I've got all the information we needed on here, so.
Well, at this point in time, do you just need a motion for 2 dates?
I'll make a
Yes.
motion that we do 2 dates at the Brat stand, cash-wise.
So try for like June and August, you said, or
Yeah,
July and August?
I
or
think, or July, August.
July and August,
July
maybe?
and August?
Or
Weather'd
June
be
and
nice.
August.
For
that's
sure, the
fine.
weather'd be nicer, be warm in July and August, but
Well-
that's all right, we got the fan.
I'll second that, and good luck securing some dates.
Yeah, well, I'll go out tomorrow right away and get it. I didn't know our nonprofit tax number at the time, I had to look that up, so, but I got that now, so I can.
Who do you have for workers? Just this committee? Or do
No,
you have-
actually, last year, like Sue Marty and them, they came out and helped. There was some other people that were past commissioners on here.
Spouses?
Yeah, we got
Boy,
Lori.
anybody
Spouse-
can
Anybody can work.
Okay.
We will not turn down any labor. Let's put it that
We
way.
used to have a,
I think Lisa has a group called the Friends of
Well,
Sister
that's what we
Cities
used to-
Commission, and that
and
has
that
about
hasn't been real
15
act-
people on it.
Yeah,
In the past, she sent that email out and then just kind of asked for people to email her for a response of what dates would possibly work for them.
because there was quite a few of them worked more towards the evening. A couple of them came in during the day. Sue was there most of the day that I was there. So,
Candy and
yeah,
Jane,
yeah.
Bob Webb came, you know.
Bob was there.
He was always a big
So we
supporter.
had, quite a bit. Your spouses can come and help. Just a friend wants to come, whatever. Bring them all on.
yeah, the background process goes pretty quick. Background check, yeah. Doesn't take long.
No, that goes fairly quick.
But it's a good opportunity.
Well, what did we bring in last year was almost $400 in one day.
It's not a bad way to maybe recruit some future commission members too, is, if you
Yeah.
have some friends that might be interested in doing it and seeing some of the things that we do. Doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Well, it gets our commission out in front of people. And, There's always, it's busy. Every time you're out there.
Maybe Brian can talk about it at Community Affairs, that the Sister City Commission will be out cooking brats.
Well, we always plug that when we're out there.
So we'll get that and maybe a live interview.
As a warm day, Keith's wearing shorts, so that's,
A little scary, but it's just the way it is. It got a little warm doing the grilling last year, but then I just found the fan and that worked out pretty well.
that's right, that was a warm day in August.
It was
wasn't
warm.
Yeah,
I brought that tent out and we set that up so that we had some shade at least, so. But otherwise, that was warm. Okay, I have a motion and a second to do 2 days, split them up, and I will try to get that lined up. Motion is, and a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries, so we're set. Are there any announcements?
I know that this has been announced before, but I want you to know that I am in communication with the first Mayor, Martin Bendel, from Ulm, Germany, and received communication Friday that they are looking at coming on the first weekend, which is the same weekend that the band and the mayor from Neu-Ulm are coming to visit. So we'll look at further communication with them. Their group includes representatives from the municipal council. And so we'll try to figure out find out what they would like to experience while they're here. But Dick Seabooth had given me the schedule that was put together for the group that's going to be here the first weekend of Oktoberfest. And I forwarded that to the first mayor so that he's aware and can plan accordingly. So I'll give you an update next month when I find out more.
Great. Very good. Any other announcements? Anything else anybody wants to bring up? Otherwise, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.